Yes, we are running of speed. Okay. Hello, Luminaria. Hello, Vipple. Hi, Keiko Rosie. Hi, Kato. Jim, how are you? I'm stuck at 430 something now. That's still pretty far along. What kind of build you running? I love how in every... You select the duck, right? Oh, let me... You select the duck. And then, once you select the duck, every image features the duck. There is a duck here. There's a duck here. A duck here. A duck here. I'm not looking at the eyebrows. I'm looking at the duck. I get to choose my complexion, but also there's the duck. Either way, there is the duck. I guess not in the eye color. But it is very important to know that there is a duck. Yes, silly goose, if you can have a duck on your head. He will be there for you through good times and bad. A very faithful duck. He doesn't ever fall out either. It's pretty impressive how he's really tied in there, I guess. Or hanging on, maybe. Dan is in the game! Hello. Speed, torque screw, blast bomb, jump bomb with primo camo slosher. Okay. Are you going for like the icebreaker build? I don't know what you just typed, Vipple. All right. Been an octoling for the entirety of my playthrough of Raiders, but you're giving me a hard sell to make the switch. I think they all get a duck, though. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I have gone from Boy Inkling to Girl Octo, I think? Or is this Boy Inkling? Oh, this is Boy Inkling. Does this one get a duck? This one gets a duck. And I'm pretty sure... Oh. Oh, no. They don't get a duck. Does this get a duck? Oh, the Octos don't get a duck. Man. They should be allowed to have a duck, too. Very disappointing. Oh, well. Thank you, Mudak the Multiplier. Double check that. Okay, yeah, that's working. Assist you from the top of your head. Yeah, he's kind of getting ratatouille'd a little bit. Hello, Kudzilsa. I have learned that you are not the person that I thought you were. I have a friend whose tag is Kudzu, and I have learned that that is not you. And I have referred to you as such a couple of times. But that's not the same person. So this is awkward. 3, 2, 1, boink. We have such a blank stare in this conversation. It's beautiful. How do you even get the duck? It comes with the game! You buy this entire video game and it comes with a duck for free! Yeah, if you're playing as an Octo, it's not one of the hairstyles you get, but it is in the hairstyle. Okay. They start you just a little bit pointing away from the Spiralite Shard. Just a little bit. Just enough to be a little annoying. It's actually faster there to jump into the water and bounce up and take damage. Coat hanger is always blue? Must have been making the wrong choice. I guess so. I have never attempted to modify the color of my coat hanger. But I think it's blue. Having access to RCA connectors make up for not having friendship. This is a valid question. That is certainly one of my favorites, for sure. Loads of RNG in the run. Oh, absolutely. There's a major point in the run that is universally referred to, I think, even in Japan, as gambling. Like, that's the name of the split. You can actually see it on screen right now. Gambling complete. My PR for gambling is 17 minutes and something 52, I think. 1752. You that entire time, you are just playing the same mission over and over again, hoping that it drops a 5-star, and that's a good 5-star for the run. Any 5-star can complete the game, but not all 5 stars are created equal. There is a lot that is consistent, like the execution on the levels, but you can't know which weapon you're going to be playing at any given time. Hi, Splat Meme. Which weapon classes are you looking for when you do the gambling? Like I said, you will take anything that's 5-star because that's just such a rare drop. And the reason you need a 5-star specifically is that it's the only one that you can upgrade indefinitely. Or upgrade, you know, as far as weapons will go. But I'm told that blasters are really good. You probably don't want a squiffer. Unless it's... in another part of the weapon lottery is what it comes equipped with. Because I did have a run once where I had a squiffer, and I could definitely see that it was not ideal. However, it came with freeze and icebreaker, which was a massive improvement. I'm told that Octobrush is not great, but I have also had 2 runs now that have used it, and I've kind of got an idea of it, so if I really had to use it, I would know how. The duck you bring along with you will see horrifying things. I don't know. I'd like to think of it as going on a wonderful adventure with me. Alright, don't pop this right now because there's this cutscene thingy and I'm going to waste it if I use it. And if we use it now... Oh, missed the jump a little bit, but that's fine. But yeah, the top runners tell me that Blaster is really good. I've seen good stuff with any of the shooters. I don't remember what weapon they actually end up with on the world record. I want to say it was a glass bottle. No, glass bottle was what DG had for DG's PB, which is really good. I think it was like number 4 on the leaderboards or something. It was number 1 in NA. A minus 0.0 gold split. Does get lonely, yeah. Nothing but the salmonids around here. That's why everyone needs a bot buddy, you know? It'd be lonely otherwise. So many salty tongue buckets already. Oops. Wrong button. That was pretty clean. And we're kind of coming up on sale here, where we want to equip the Splatchet. Isn't really keeping me company when she's either stuck inside the punching bag, the bot, or is using the shark to run away from me. Yeah, just because they're talking does not mean they are friend. Sometimes the friends are the ones who listen. And the duck will never not listen. Have you ever heard of rubber duck programming? The ducks are very good listeners. That is the first time that I have done that menu incorrectly. Can't listen because the mechanic never talks. Okay, coexisting silently. That's still a bonding thing. Some of the people that I have felt closest to are the people that I could just do my own thing, do my homework, play a game or something in the same room as, and just feel comfy doing that. Highly recommend. Goated human experience. And the duck. The duck is simply there. The duck understands. Optimal Kohawk bonk. Nice! That was 7 seconds faster than I did it on my PB. Oh, it's a telepathic duck now? Well, this is news to me. That's a cutscene. don't want to pass on my negative emotions to the duck. But how do you know the emotions are going to be exclusively negative? They just want to know you. They just want to perceive you. Are you just assuming that any real, true contact with you is going to be a negative experience for the duck? Oh no. We get rid of everything there, in part because if we don't, then it comes after us here. Which is annoying. Through my head when I'm grinding is I hate that the game didn't give me any high primo octane 4K. Yeah, it is a rare thing. Although, if I didn't have a primo 4K, I'd be like, okay, well, why would I use a charger then? And so it is just less likely that I'm going to get what I want out of that. I see your little D-pad that you put in there. You're not slick Splatoon devs. Phillips head screws, they said. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. And Lintel, we're going to farm a bit less. We're just going to go until we hit the quota, while also getting all of the scrolls. Ooh, there's a red over there. Do we avoid reds? We probably avoid reds. We need to go this way, regardless. This is where that box is going to be. do it. Ugh. One cycle? No, we can't, because they're blocking my shots. Nice. Good luck on the run. Hopefully you get a weapon that's not a brush this time. Thank you! I was thinking of titling the video that, but then I decided that I liked my duck more. Oh my god. Okay, 50. I don't remember what my... Maybe I should be keeping track of floor-by-floor splits for some of these. I don't know. Another 50. Power of friendship that compelled me to join. Me and this duck, we're going to the top together. Oh, that was awful. No! I hate it when they knock me off of this. Did that even hit it? I don't think it did. Start with this. Wait, that was perfectly timed. Holy crap. I think we're so much short on scrapper shields here. So that we need Spiralite for. This we need both Spiralite and 4 scrapper windows. Okay. So going into Carbonara, we're looking for all of the scrappers we can find. And breaking boxes. There's 1 scrapper window. We only need 3 more. And a roller. That's huge. I was debating going and breaking those boxes, and then I realized there's a chance I accidentally get a compass. One that we don't grab. Another window. scrapper. Another scrapper. 2 scrappers. That could have been faster. Oh no. It's funny how Shiver is smiling in those pictures in a way that she just literally never does anywhere in the games. No, I'm a scrapper window short. That sucks. We'll make this. Can we make bomb loons? No, because we were only short on Spirelight for that. A little bit of a throw that I just made what I made. Oh wait, I didn't do Spaghetti Den yet. Oh, I skipped a level. So you can one-shot them. Okay, so that probably gets me the Spiralite that I need for Bomb Loans. So I think that's what we do instead of farming for that last Scrapper Shield. Oh, we got the Scrapper Shield! Oh, wait, that's so huge. I don't know where we found it in there, but I'm glad that they were holding on to that. I don't know which one's going to give me better DPS. I'm just going to try the blaster. It is at least longer range. Oh, not that. That. The ink efficiency on this is really good. Stop blocking my shots, Shiver. Very clean cycle there. this'll do it. Cleanest Flappetizer fight I have ever done. I don't know what the time's gonna be, but that was super well executed for what I had. Congratulations on your newfound love of the rubber duck. Okay, now we're speed the rest of the way. Why am I not just shooting that from above? I could totally just hit that from where I'm standing and not have to drop down and waste all that time. Took a second extra to collect the eggs because I want to get to super speed tank soon enough. Level 7, we want to be a level 9 before we leave here, so we probably do this twice. Unfortunately, we do not have a damage surge yet. level we need. And there's no way. Yeah, okay. Figure might as well complete it since I was right at the threshold at the end of the level and we get rewards that way. Oh yeah, I should probably do this. In the game right now, the only gripe I have is that the barber really does me dirty to compensate for friendship being too powerful. Yeah, it's like the bird was the barber. Like, they just made your head into their nest instead of doing anything especially helpful for you. Relatively quick. Yeah, I should really be splitting each of these floors, each of these sub-levels. That last section took way too long. I kept expecting that the bot was going to freeze the one scrapper, and then it didn't, so I just kept waiting. It's the only outfit. Oh yeah, it takes away your rubber duck. Wait, yeah, that's the lowest tier in the game. Why did he go through? Oh, that's awful, actually. A little bit slow there. got bumped off a couple of times. It was a good big man pop, but everything after that was not ideal. Oh, are they gonna talk after this? Yeah, they're gonna talk after this. Have we gotten anything new here? I mean, I guess that's something. Oh, I really want this damage surge. This is something we're really gonna want before Paint Course. Killing in case we need a flyfish bin later. We didn't get one anyway. Oh, I didn't equip relics that I actually want. It's funny they're slamming lids in. I think this is where they infuse it, actually. Did I level? No, I didn't. This is gonna be pancaked in. What are they doing up here? Okay. That one's always a little bit tight, but we got it first try, so that's all that I care about there. Flyfish bin too, that's good to have. Can we get a level? Yeah, okay, fine. I should probably upgrade weapon to get me through this. Unless I found a better one. I usually don't by now, though. Jet Squelcher actually goes crazy because it gives us the range to hit the weak point. And I know the DPS is actually comparable, so I think this makes the most sense. I actually probably could have just stayed up. Yeah, but it would be harder to call the bot. It does let me hit these way easier. Is respectable. To level 80 missions, yeah. That's what the damage is scaled for. You'll get to a point where those level 80 missions feel easy. It's very funny. That too early. I could have just broken them both in the same boost. Oh no. Well that's bad. Okay, we got there in spite of the death. Could have been worse. we got this in the bag. That's a really good split. The floors were so-so, but the boss... we did good there. Yes, Nerd Girl, we are speedrunning. You ever seen the speedrun for this before? Surely we leveled up. Yes. Yes, we did. Don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. I guess we just stay this since it's upgraded. Is this what I really want against Pain Course, though? Go Silken next. Practicing a speedrun in Splatoon 2. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of RNG, but I still find it pretty fun to run, and like, there is a lot that is consistent. That was perfectly timed. I like Pain Course because I love trains. No, wait. I undid the split? Oh, okay. I can manually add that later. Add that later. Oh, wait, that sucks so much. I was worried I accidentally pressed the split button too soon, and so I was ready to undo, but then I saw I didn't have to, and I did it anyway. Because that was a gold split that I just undid. I can enter it manually. It'll be fine. I'm really not sure how fast this weapon is for movement, though, because, like, the time it takes to paint a straight line is many. I'm thinking the eyebrows on the inkling. No, a split is the segments of time that the run is divided into for keeping track of your progress. Because, like, the only thing that anyone really puts on a leaderboard is the time you get at the end, and people split things differently. But it's a way to tell how you're doing relative to how you usually do or have done before. Yeah, this might be a bit slow on the Moz. We'll see. Hi, Jamie. The run goes well. We are ahead. Thanks for the bits, nerd girl. Let's go, Gem. You got this. Thank you. They're gonna yap a little bit. Ka-chow. Okay. This can't be the weapon that I want to use for this. Is this? This is a higher amount of damage. Do I at least have a damage surge? Okay, thank goodness. Well, this is the best we're gonna get. This might be a slow pain course split. And the damage surge is on my dash bomb. This is good damage. This is good damage. And I can hit it from further away, so I can start shooting sooner. No, it missed. Oh, that's such a throw. think the bot did that entirely by itself. I don't even remember seeing the thing hitting it. Have the zoomies, indeed. I wonder if Romeo keeps track of his PBs. Where are my bosses? There we are. Unemployed people, if you like. That might actually kill me, yep. Go. Maybe on this cycle? Oh, do I have to wait for another charge? Oh, that sucks. There we go. I'm like, we're chasing this. Okay. So Jet Squelcher, not the fastest, but I also didn't have that many other options. I still haven't gotten a Dynamo by that point in the game. Dynamo has some goofy stuff you can do. And I haven't actually had a chance to try it yet, because I haven't gotten one during a run. I'm gonna take the chance that I can complete this twice and I will still level up. Okay, that didn't even get me out of level 13. We need to do this on spicy. There's a level. Yeah, it's weird. Last time I was able to do it on the normal difficulty. This time it really needed to be spicy. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's because I played more of Lintel Inlet? We're gonna lose a little bit of time here. The level we need. A gold olive oil squelcher. Holy. That would have been nice to have a little bit sooner. Done with that now. Time for some gambling. What do we got in the way of weapons for this? We've got this roller, which will be plenty. Oh, I didn't equip double jump. Ah, gave me the fail text because I quit out before I'd finished it. All right. Biggest source of RNG. Oh wait, I don't need to do a double jump. I forgot about that. Force of habit, I guess. Settle in, it's grinding time. Yep, this is the gambling section. So, we need, and I just did the thing again that I said I didn't need to do. We need a 5-star weapon so that we can break the scaling by only putting resources into that one weapon and be at an endgame build faster. So we are going to break these 13 boxes over and over until the game gives us one. The fastest that this has ever taken me was 17 minutes. And so you can understand why it's hard for me to break the habit that I have of doing the double bot jump when I only need the single bot jump. But it is still an annoyance for me to work out. Is there a separate point in the game that you need to get in order to get Primo? I think you only get Primo after final boss. I don't think it's possible to beat the game that way. One of the hints that the game gives you is when you clear some milestone, like beating a certain boss, a lot of the time you'll unlock a certain kind of weapon. So for example, Pain Course gives you a glass bottle splatter shot. That is the fire rate variant of that weapon, which you will never randomly get until after you've beaten Pain Course. I keep doing it. I need to think when I'm going in there. The duck wiggles the same way your gadget does when you're holding down the gadget button. was 3-star. Tricked me for a second. Isn't a spicy crystal raid above 49 difficulty? Does that mean you can't get level 50 weapons from it? I don't know for sure exactly what they are, what the boundaries are. But I know, for example, that you get a primo, which is actually the point that I was leading up to and forgot to. You get a primo after you beat Salmon Arc. Lets you know that you are worthy. Yeah, as you fly through the air, your hair bounces and the duck with it. It gets to fly like the bird that it is. It's an inner tube roller that might be stronger than the roller I have, which would make it faster for breaking boxes. That's worth investigating. Yes. Many boxes. Many boxes died to bring us this 5-star weapon. Wasn't holding the button down enough for you. Many gamblers quit before they hit it big, but not these gamblers, no. We are Raiders speedrunners. Thank you for the bits, the GooTuber. I'm trying to read, but I am also in peril. There are lasers being shot at me. I will read you in a second. Okay. GooTuber when? Unfortunately, it's not in this game. The closest you're gonna get is a Squiffer. I have done a bunch of GooTuber in Splatoon 2. I was doing a series where I was trying to get weapons that I didn't usually play to X rank. I don't think I made it all the way with GooTuber, or maybe I did. I called it Schlorp. Schlorp was the name of my GooTuber. Hi, Devi. Bonk. We bonk. We bonk the box. We're boxers, one might say. Boxers. it's not entirely a waste, like I've said before. Like, every attempt, we're getting things like Spiralite, we're getting boss materials, we're getting gadget parts that might be useful later. Like, I'm gonna be checking to see if I've got, like, a strong damage surge or something like that after all of this is said and done. But it do be a bit of a time sink. You kind of have to watch it with the mindset of people who cheer it, like the bouncing DVD screensavers. Loot for a speedrun. Yes, we are speedrunning right now. We are running speedily. It may not seem like it because we're doing the same level over and over again, but this is faster than getting stronger in basically any other way. This is the fastest reliable way to get a 5-star weapon. I say reliable. I mean, obviously it's a massive RNG element to the run, but you're going to reliably get a 5-star this way. It's just a question of when. And then you are going to take that 5-star and you're going to like it. That did not sound like a 5-star. But I have been wrong before. Ooh, that was a damage surge, though. We're happy with that. That's going to save us time later. Okay, that was a little close. Purple. I keep getting a bunch of jump bomb accessories. Is that a... Okay. We're in business. We're in business. Huge, 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 huge. Five-star weapons glow a certain color, yes. Primos, they don't glow a different color. They glow according to the color of their level, but the weapon models are different. They usually have some kind of fish skeleton on it, which is kind of metal. And it's level 22, which is sick, because it means that we don't need to spend the gems to get it from 19 to 20. This is a really good run that we've got now. Let's see how I can mess it up. And we can go so much higher, we just need some gems now. Okay. Minus 13 on the gambling, love to see it, love to see it. And now we get... Wait, that's the one we want. Now we get 2 easy gems. Up. Well. Of all of the splatter shots, this is probably the one that I wanted the least, unfortunately. But I'm perfectly happy to have a splatter shot. A little bit close there. But we've got 2 gems now. We've already got plenty of spiralites, so this weapon goes very high now. Yeah, Almond Den can get a little monotonous, but once you get your weapon, it's really exciting how everything explodes from there. Can we make all the gadgets we need? That's 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we can't right now. So for now... Oh wait, we finished that already. We're gonna undo that split, skip that split. Done here now. And it's Vanilla Mountain time.
that's a whoops. I missed it. No, but don't bot jump me. 47's quite fast. I think you're probably a great Salmon Run player now. This game is definitely not Salmon Run. You have a lot more tools, so you get away with a lot more in this game. You also can't, like, outscale the game in the way that you can in Salmon Run. I just picked this up. Salmon Run propaganda still hasn't had the desired effect. I have a lot of respect for Salmon Run. Like, overfishers are really cool. Yeah, I think Big Man's probably slower there, but it also helps me clear all the lessers while still doing damage, so I'm torn on whether I want to do that or not. I'd need to test it individually, see which I like better. Some yapping. Yappity yap. Boom, boom, boom. I guess I could go this way. It does let me do this. Oh, right. I watched how High-Tech does that, and he just uses a double bot jump to clear all of the switchback platforming. I need some ink here. High-Tech is the world record holder, in case... I don't know if I mentioned that. Japanese runner. Favorite mythics. I forget what the difference is. Mythics versus seasoned. Is that like big bosses? So like Flappetizer, Pain Course, Dessert, Salmon Arc, Saltimatum? Are those the only ones? Welcome back, Keiko. Hope class went well. Oh my god. Probably Flappetizer. I remember playing it for the first time. It felt more cinematic than anything. Like, it's up there with the Octavio fights in the mainline games for how much of an event that fight felt like. Like, oh, forgot to split it. Because it's like, it's not as big of a deal story-wise or anything. You don't, know who that is or know the stakes. But in terms of it feeling like, okay, here we go, this is a boss fight now. Like, DJ Octavio feels like a cartoon character. Flapatizer feels like a monster. And it's a boss that, like, forces you to take it seriously. I did not have a great route through those. That was close. Okay. 28 is not the fastest, but we're on a good pace. It'll be fine. Oh, why do I still have Big Man? I'm throwing. Okay, 43 is not bad. I thought that was going to be a lot slower than it was. I think it gave me enough bosses on the one side that I was able to get the vast majority of the way there without having to cross there and back. Customization colors options does a character have in this run besides the obvious hairstyle? It's stuff like skin tone, whether you have freckles, eye color, like body type, so which is basically male, female. We get there. Probably not the fastest I've done it, but still not bad. Oh, it is, I think, an Inkling boy with duck hair. Freckles, whatever the default complexion is in eye color. I should do this real quick. Spiral gems. Do I have the money to make the gadgets for that? have something in here for that. I think this is as many as I need. That has to be faster than what I tried last time. I'm pressing X as if I can check the map. LOL. You can tell I'm a competitive player. Is there another smoker? There is another smoker. Oh my god. And he's about to do his thing. Oh, I was so worried he was going to knock me off the ledge. Wait, where's the... oh. Lost a few seconds to not grabbing the eggs as I was on my way. Getting pizza? Ooh, lucky you. What kind? You think there will be Raiders DLC? It doesn't seem like it, but I wouldn't be completely surprised if there were. It just feels like a very complete game already, and adding something would make it... all of the stuff that they've crafted feel different, I guess. Maybe they could add, like, some extra challenge levels, but, like, very few people are ever actually going to complete bottomless buffet of the people who bought the game. Like, they already kind of built that in. This for safety. It was still relatively fast. Could have been faster if I hadn't put myself in a position to take that much damage, but big man AoE comes through. I do really need to remember to change the bot buddy though, because it's not supposed to be big man at this point in the game. Damage is going to scale better on either of the other two. Oh my god. You little twerp. I've done that faster, I've done that slower. It's a weird level. Very divided. Yeah, I know about Hawaiian. No, not that way. Oh, this is doing nothing. Yeah, look at the main weapon versus what Big Man was doing. It's like, I'm getting some damage on the boss while clearing enemies, but like Shiver would have obliterated everything there. I need to get off the Big Man train. Well, probably lost time on the last 2 floors of that. Come on. Come on. Cool, that's exactly when we wanted to have that. Cycle this. That was pretty fast. lots of this to tick through, of course. So I'm not sure exactly how fast, but it felt good. Yep, 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 yep. Nice. Gold split on dessert. Oh. Okay. That was not exactly the way that was supposed to go, but it was faster than it was on my other goes. And it will be faster still the next time. I don't actually need power eggs anymore. Gotta remember that. In the floors, obviously, I need them to clear. But I don't need them for the sake of leveling. I guess it charges Shiver. That's the one thing that it'll do for me. I could really use some ink resupply on these gadgets. Up. Here. I'm surprised that... I guess the AoE of the Octobrush helped with that fight, because there's so many bosses stacked on top of each other. So I was expecting that to be faster. Okay. Can I get my limiter? Yes, I can. Resupply? No. Increase supply. Why must you hurt me so, game? It's a good damage surge that I've got, but the fact that there's only one is definitely annoying. I'd really love to be able to activate that on Blast Boot too. How did that not? Not bad. Could have been better, but could have been worse. Eh. It's gonna make me wait. Oh. I'm looking at the times afterward, and it feels like they're going a little bit slow, but I don't know, I'm feeling comfortable in them. I think the ink problems are kind of a big deal. Yeah, those have gone better, but they've also gone far worse. This will make a big difference. Okay. Holding forward now. Once you get it to plus 29, you've got it as far as it really needs to go. Getting the 3 gems that you would need to get it the rest of the way is just kind of unrealistic. I guess if I get a random drop, I think what I can do is make the rest of the gadgets, and then I might be able to break the limiter on that. That was a pretty good floor. An eyebrow choice. Ah. Yes, I probably did. Oh, I missed my window. I think I bumped Big Shot off. Okay, everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Ugh. That one also felt pretty slow. I don't know if it's my routing around, if like the bosses just spawned in unfortunate places. I don't know. The levels feel pretty consistent. It feels like you can determine what you should do. I said, here. There we go. Part of it is probably that I don't have quite as high of a weapon power tank upgrade because I'm doing all of this first try. I haven't had any, like, timeouts. This is one that might test that. Okay, we're gonna want bot jump. This is gonna be tight. Ah, okay. That's sad, but it should only happen once now that we've got this. We got this all the way? Yeah, we do. You know what I should have done? I should have used part crafting to get ink recoveries on my gadgets. I think that would have made the difference. So you can already see that these are going, like, that was, I think, 10 seconds faster than the last time I tried. 38. It'll be faster going through than it was the first time, but we do have to do it all over again. Oh, a gem. Why are you starting to drill from there? This place is lower. Ah. Not the ideal way to get this egg, but there we go. Okay, it only took us like 6 minutes to get through. Oh. Just a little bit of time doing that, but... Wow. The ink efficiency is just garbage. Okay, let's go here. World record on any percent or getting the floor 100,000. Probably the world record, because the difficulty of that is constantly increasing. Do I already have... Because there's ink resupply on this, right? Okay, I guess maybe not. I've had this open the whole time. Oh my god. Could have been running... There are a lot of ways I think I could have cleared it on that attempt. A lot of things that I could have done to my build. But... live and learn. We're gonna be so strong at this point that we might just get there anyway, but... with BB. I don't know, there's a lot of, like, individual floors. Gambling was pretty quick. The problem was we have ended up timing out on middle tier twice. So I'm fully expecting I'll be able to clear it this time with how OP I now am. But I just failed a DPS check twice. And I think that there are some adaptations after the first one I could have made that would have saved it, but... here we are. I don't think this is going to PR at this point, but we'll finish the run. It's kind of hard because it feels like every time I'm doing this, I'm getting a new weapon, so I'm learning a new run almost in the late game. Why does it bump me over the edge of those? What is the point of those buoys if not to keep me on the level? Personal 2 favorite gadgets. I really like Blast Boot. I think it's cool, it's useful, and it feels cool and useful. I really like High Fiver, and I really like Splatolites. Like, my preferred build before I kind of knew what was optimal was an AoE damage over time build where I'd just like sit on something and like it would tick down from so many different sources of damage at once. The eggs are right there. Pick them up. Okay. We're only looking at weapons gained from the Almond Den. Create method. Is that faster for getting weapons? No. 97 through 99. I've got an entire video on this on my YouTube channel. If you're looking for specifically just Spiralite, you want to be spamming den missions really quickly, assuming you can clear them very, very fast. So, like, there is a level where Almond Den is the best for that. And obviously, like, if you're in a place where it's going to be hard to find... What in the world? Since when does one of these spawn here? Is this worth it? Yeah, it's probably faster at this point. Sunk cost fallacy! There is a level where it's theoretically better to go Almond Den, but as soon as you have Bottomless available, that's where you want to be for everything except Spiralite. The actual fastest way to be getting Spiralite at the very highest level is spamming Pudyin Den. But that's assuming... This is an absolute waste. That's assuming that you can clear it in like 13 seconds. Which you can with top level endgame gear, but that is not an assumption for most people. See, look at this. Easy level, right? It's just a DPS check. And now, I don't think that there is 4 minutes of time save left in this run. So I don't think this one's gonna PB. Is this even worth looking at? I mean, I guess this. Huh. This is the one thing that might actually pull it back. Oh, I don't have enough for any of this. Unless maybe Big Man gives me the last one that I need. It's the Spiralite. Do I have enough between these? Oh, this is gonna give me like one more level. Yeah, one more level. Okay, well, we tried. We still have lower tier. But even saving like 20 seconds per, I don't think gets me. This could easily gold split, because I'm just so busted going into this. Stop with the fish sticks. Oh, well. Oh, I can't believe that saved me. Yeah, this isn't even going that well. Where even is anything to go? Of course they land up here. I'm not gonna get a PB on this one, Roy Luke. I timed out on middle tier twice. So at this point I don't like, especially with how clean this went on my PB, I don't think there's enough time saved for me to PB. But I'm gonna finish it out. I think I probably could have had it and had a PB on just one fail. And what I needed to do was add more ink efficiency to the build. Because I have the DPS if I can keep firing the weapon, but it just ran out of ink too fast. Did I just kill all this? Oh, there's this. Appreciate it, though. What's my Twitch username? What do you... me? What do you mean? Are you... Oh, you're on YouTube. I'm so confused. I'm like, I'm streaming on Twitch. It's squid_school. my god, come on, move. Oh, this is relatively quick. Yeah, sorry, I got confused because I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. And so, like, I forget that some people are only watching the one thing. a little bit of juvenile egocentrism there. Infant egocentrism or whatever. Insist. I'd like to announce that the change to Rubber Duck is official. Friendship is more important than RCA connectors. Okay. I'm glad that I have brought you on this personal journey today. We made up some time there, but not a lot. I think there's going to be some talking after this, so we'll see. Wait, did I go here first? Okay, we're good. Well, thank you for the follow, Cuttlefishy. Or it's Cuttlefish YouTube, right? Surely. Appreciate it. Oh, this is very low stakes right now. I could let most of this stuff hit me and I could still heal it off. Like, see that? Well, bam. Oof, ouchies. Oof, ouchies. Can I just hold ZL and win that way? I'm healing before I hit the next rock. Wait a minute. Are you cute cat? How much damage do these things do? I heal fully before the next one. I haven't gone below half HP. Alright, do your worst. Because so far, it hasn't been very much. Okay, this I might actually have to start paying attention to. Alright, alright. That one could potentially kill me. But this is it. I've just completed everything that is a part of this. And that was the only one that was actually potentially ever going to kill me. Oh, okay. Valid argument. It does make the duck go away. Shoot your laser beam over here. Haha, sucker. You missed. You missed. Oh. That's why I probably faster to cut the other salty tongue, but we're here. Oh, right, that doesn't work here. Gravity's different. Now these are perfectly capable of killing me. 333, wait, they're doing this Splatoon 3 thing. Go this way, please. What? Okay. I thought that couldn't happen. But it's fine, because we triggered it anyway. That was really clean. Amazing YouTube stream description. Thank you. Ha ha. It's at 87. Oh. I went right between the gap. Yes, we can. Lost like 10 seconds to that death. Man. Alright, all that's left is the spin to win. Wait, how am I ahead? What happened there? Why am I so far ahead? Oh, right, my PB, I failed on the final boss. I think this is the last one. Yep. Okay. And I gold split the end of it also. So it was a PB after all. It just... Man, every time I PB, there's always like a, oh, but I could have gotten so much better. Yeah, I forgot. I lost 8 minutes on... You see that minus 830 a previous segment? I'm turning the fan back on. I lost 8.5 minutes on... timing out, I think it was, on one of the final boss sections. So I think what that's telling me is that there's some point where I might want to farm a little harder, or... I don't know. I feel like I could have avoided most of this with better adaptation to the weapon. Just making sure, especially in the endgame sections, that I'm taking my time in between and going, okay, weapon, gadgets, relics, bot buddy, are we all correct on our loadout here? I think that might have made a difference there. Let's see. I might be back tonight. I will have team practice here coming up, so I won't be able to stay long enough to do a second run right away. But yeah, I'll have enough time, I think, to do one more run today. It's like, on one hand, I got a splatter shot, which is my main weapon in competitive play. I'm very comfortable on it, and it does decent DPS. On the other hand, I would have preferred either of the other two versions, because I got the range and ink coverage one. Ink coverage is useless in this game, and range is like, it helps hit certain things, but it's not going to help you clear floor 9, for example. And at least not the amount that you're going to get. And ink efficiency and damage both would have increased the DPS of the build dramatically.
We'll get luck back on your next run if you remove the rubber duck. Oh, bad luck on the next run. Yeah, I might need to stick to the rubber duck. That might need to be the thing. Meow. Hi, do cat. Yeah, it's almost time for you to be fed, but it's not super soon either. Thank you, Mason. I know you're just giving me money so that I'll say 6-7, but thank you. What's happening? I just finished a speed run. It is a PB, though I had a pretty disastrous... You can see between upper tier and middle tier on the splits there. I was 12 minutes ahead going into it, and I ended up 4 minutes behind. I failed twice, and when you fail middle tier, it's because you got to the very final floor of 5 and timed out on the boss. So every time you do that, you have to redo 5 floors, and it happened to me twice. Which has happened to me before, actually. So I really need to be strategizing going into that specific floor, how I'm going to get all the damage that I need. I figured out what needs to be done on Octobrush. I know kind of the way to play that. There is a certain amount of strength that I think I need to have going into it that might be slightly higher than what I've had. But I think, like, this time around, I didn't necessarily need to fail the second time. I think if I had focused a little bit more on putting ink efficiency into the build, that would have saved it. But I will open up the spreadsheet and we'll go over the splits. And I will also pet the cat. Yes, don't worry, Romeo. There we go. I'm doing a little bit of a copying and pasting that you can't see on screen right this second. But fear not, I will show you shortly. There we go. So this is the 26th. And should be showing up here. There we go. Wait. Oh, this is the same... Shoot. This is all wrong, because this is the previous splits. I haven't actually pressed the button to save the current splits. There. Now I have pressed the button to save those splits, and now copying and pasting this, it will actually mean something. There we go. Okay, okay. Here's the kitty cat. Oh, I'm gonna move the microphone so it's not in the way of the kitty cat. Okay. So yeah, we gold splitted final boss by 30 seconds, which is cool. Part of that is just that because I failed middle tier so much, that I was really strong going into final boss. So that's still something I'll have to worry about. But we gold splitted dessert. Just tabbing through. Lower tier was really solid. Again, a lot of the time that I'm gold splitting like
the later levels of Mess Hall, it's because I've failed somewhere recently, and so I've had time to level up and add gadget damage and stuff. So that's not necessarily a sign that things went swimmingly, just that I was stronger going into it. Yes, thank you for the congratulations. Endless Circuit asks, I see the necessity of adapting to what 5-star you got, but what would you say to be the preferable drop to finish the runs faster? What I am told is that a butane blaster would be ideal. Because you're not going to get the full meta build going ever. That build depends pretty heavily on torque screw. So as soon as you get a 4K and E-liter, you can't use Fermentation Explosion, and now it becomes very difficult to kill things like stingers. So it's definitely different than what you would do in like a fully planned out bottomless build. So like Octobrush and Splattershot, I've played with both of them now. It feels like they have high DPS with the asterisk that they have very poor ink efficiency. I've been really impressed at the Blaster's ink efficiency comparatively. I think that's part of the reason that it's so strong. Because, like, in terms of raw DPS, it's not doing as much, but because you can hit multiple things with it and you have so many shots, it ends up being worth it in the long run. One thing I've been wanting to see ever since Taro Taro's video came out with the DPS calculations of all the primos is I've been curious whether the ink efficiency makes up somewhat for the lack of DPS because you have less downtime. I've been wanting to run tests on that kind of thing, but it's been hard to find the correct weapons to be doing that. You like the plastic bottle shot replica? I think it's a funny thing that exists. I'm not, like, over the moon about having a third skin for the Tentatek Splattershot. Like, show the other weapons some love at some point, please. Like, there are other weapons in your game. But... see, that's the... is Oil Blaster the ink efficiency one? I think it must be. Yeah, because Steam's... okay, yeah. So, I guess the blaster that I had earlier was the ink efficiency variety, and maybe that's part of why I was so impressed by it, but still, it was more shots than I thought I was going to get out of it. I'm gonna... where's my... oh, I don't have my Unbreakable dummy. I need to go and build that. I'm doing a quick DPS test on here. So now I'm curious, since I've got a weaker weapon... here we go. So on a full ink tank, this is giving me 260k damage. Okay. And there's nothing I can, like, immediately compare it to. Oh, well, let's see what the difference is, though. That's pretty close, right? And that's the Primo ink efficiency version. And obviously there's a level difference. I would have to go up, how many? 40, 11 more levels? 40 plus 11? I doubt I have the resources to do that. Yeah, no, that's not happening. But it's like you can see that in the long run, the one might end up having more DPS just from not having to drop into the ink and refill. And that's something that I've wondered for some time, but haven't had the best resources to test. Anyway, we're back to here. So we gold split the first 2 splits. Heck yeah. Very close on the other 2. Tomato was a little bit slower, but we gold split Lintel. Lintel I really liked my route for. I felt like I got everything I needed out of farming it without any extra fuss. Part of that was that I watched Hitex's world record run and saw what he was doing on it and copied a few things. I'm sure I didn't copy all of the things, but definitely some of them. Carbon Yara went faster, which is interesting because I think I landed in the water after I blast booted over the wall. So I thought that would have lost me some time. And I didn't get to see what my spaghetti split was because I screwed up pressing the button. It was also, okay, I need to go back and look at the video to see what my gyoza split was, because I was so proud of this PR here, this PB. I think it was like, it put me like 3 minutes ahead or something by itself, and I didn't actually manage to get the split right, so I had to skip it. So I'm going to go back and manually enter that. But going back for a second. So this is about, like, a normal place to have been. Flappetizer I gold splitted. That went super well, and that was with the blaster. I brought the blaster in, so I do really think there is something to blaster specifically. Like, use that when the option presents itself. Frida was fine. Tempera. Oh, right, so... No, wait. I think on a previous split, I only needed to do this once to level up, which must have meant that there was some mistake I made elsewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure why that is the way that it is. Onyurang was a little bit slower. Yaxby's fine. Oh, Pancake Den was a gold? Interesting. I guess I just kind of had the technique down for that. You always end up on this level with the same weapon. It's always a level 12 soda bottle splatter shot, because there's never anything at that point in the game that you've gotten that's stronger yet. You're not at a high enough level to be getting higher level drops. And that's what you end up taking into Gyoza as well. So Silken we don't actually have the split for because we missed Gyoza. Oven was good. Paint Course was a little bit slower. What did I bring to Paint Course? Was it Jet Squelcher? It was Jet Squelcher on this run. So that's worth noting. So in the past, I've had and I'm going to go back through the other Paint Courses. So I've had a Splatana and I've had a bow for most of these. It's generally been getting faster, like, for a suboptimal weapon for it. Because I didn't have a dynamo, I didn't have a bow, I didn't have a Splatana that was anywhere near the same level as the others. Like, it was a pretty disappointing selection that I had going into that. So, all things considered, that's not a bad time. Like, just a few attempts ago, my PB was slower than this. So, it's only in the last few that this has been sped up at all. Permission to leave stream to go watch a video from yours that I haven't watched? Go ahead, go ahead. You don't need to ask permission to go on a bathroom break. I'm not your actual teacher. Now this tempura will go faster next time because I have learned that I do actually need to do the spicy version to get to level 15 reliably. So this is some time save on the next run. Gambling was close to... I'm actually surprised that took as long as it did. It felt fast, that I got my weapon. I guess compared to this, yes, it would feel fast. Or even this. I was pretty happy how quick that went. Missed a split, LOL. I guess it's a tradition to miss that split. Because I just get too excited and I need to go and start doing things now. Vanilla was good. Minchip was pretty good. Tunia was fine. Yolite a little bit slower. I don't remember exactly why that would have been. Q-Cube about as fast as ever. Cream Puff was a little slower. What happened in Cream Puff? I don't even remember what level Cream Puff is. Why would that have gone slower? By a minute and a half? Did I take a death or something? Even that. I don't know. I'll have to look back at that. Fruitert. Not the fastest, but it was fine. Maybe I haven't leveled my weapon as much at this point or something. No, because then Dessert went really well. Oh, I do remember it took me a really long time to get a damage surge on the Dash Bomb. It didn't happen until... Maybe this was like the threshold where I got that damage surge upgrade. I don't remember. I'll have to look back at it, I guess. Sea Surface. Why did that take so much slower? That felt pretty smooth, the way that I did it. Oh, wait, the 329, is that from before I was... Oh, okay. So part of this is that I wasn't routing in the scroll before when I was doing that. So the scroll is going to add like 15 seconds or something. But then, I wonder what the rest is. Maybe it's just prep that I'm doing after Dessert before I go into Sea Surface, and like the one time I went in before, it didn't count that much prep. I don't know. Upper tier was okay. Middle tier was a complete disaster. Lower tier was fine. And then we PB'd because middle tier leveled us up a lot. Going through it so many times. Alrighty. So big sources of time save are going to be knowing what to do in Temper Den the second time through. And then adapting my build better to be able to hit middle tier successfully. Alright. Well, that'll do it for now, but you'll probably see me on a little bit later after I'm done with team practice stuff, unless something else comes up. In the meantime, I am going to go and find a loving home to send you off to. It's okay, you're being adopted, but it'll be by some nice people. The DG is streaming again, so we are going to go and raid DG. DG has been in a race with Lantro for the #1 spot in NA. It's been going back and forth between the two of them. But DG came on a while back and taught me how to speedrun the game better, and immediately after that coaching, I had a like 45-minute PB. So they know what they're doing. I'm starting the raid on Twitch. I will be copying the link into the YouTube chat as well, so if you want to follow along, that is where to go to. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will